What up, world? It's your boy Sky, broadcasting live with Fluffy right here, chilling. We're doing a video today about being in alignment. So, alignment literally is just what it says. So, alignment, when you line up two things and boom, it goes. You know what I'm saying? Whether that's a soccer ball kick and you get it past the goalie, or that's playing, that hockey game where it's the air hockey. You pushing the disc into the goal thing or whatever, whatever the case might be. Alignment in general. You can talk about the universe, everything, like, cause it's some deep stuff for real. Like, we live in a massive universe of many, many different stars, celestial bodies, oceans, canyons, rivers, peaks, valleys, possibly aliens, mermaids, anything you name it, literally. Like, I don't know it all. It's just, I have a very large imagination, and that's what we're supposed to have, honestly. Like, why just accept such a boring life? Why just accept, just the same old, especially if you desire to live a long life and you know that there's more out there, dare to dream, dare to believe. And basically, like, how you can be aware that you are in alignment is just noticing subtle things. And, like, what I really notice, especially within myself, the things that I'm noticing personally, as well as, like, whenever I connect with other people, influencers or whatever on social media, whatever you call it. Like, I notice other so-called weird people, when in actuality, the select few of us that are called weird, we're actually geniuses, and, like, there's some things in this universe, this world, that's, like, unexplainable. There's some stuff, you can speak all day about it, explaining your truth, and yeah, it can get across. And at the same time, like, it just has to be understood, and it has, the right people will gravitate towards it. Otherwise, just like my pops always says, you snooze, you lose. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it's true. The right people get these select messages. You know what I mean? And personally, for me, I've always been a nerdy kind of guy, a nerdy, deep thinker, a versatile type of guy with a diverse audience, a diverse amount of people that I connect with, that I've been friends with, that I've associated with, that I've worked with, whatever. And, like, it's been an equal exchange. You know what I'm saying? Like, and at the same time, I still always felt as if, like, I still don't have a select thing that I fit into. I gravitate towards nature, tropical stuff, spirituality, all of that. And at the same time, I notice on a deeper level, which is what is liberating me and probably a lot of other people, spiritual people too, who are awakening, is that, race is an illusion. You know what I'm saying? It's out there, and at the same time, on the most deepest levels, like, it's still an illusion, because you see that you don't control how you brought into this universe. You have a celestial fingerprint, divinely, uniquely for you. You know what I'm saying? Literally. And I guess that's what's been helping me to breathe and, like, be more at peace with who I am. You know what I'm saying? Because that's, at least for me personally, it may not be that common, to be honest, but what I've noticed all throughout my life, I'm an only child. You know what I'm saying? So I'm used to being alone. I've always had a lot of alone time and, sensitive and this and that. And, like, just, I never really bought into the hype, the crowd, the matrix, like, a whole lot of just, like, people maybe with energies that really aren't resonating with us and maybe not truly real. You know what I'm saying? And that's why a lot of us detach and we do our inner work and we start finding new people and, like, change our life over. And for me, it's just, especially ever since I started awakening and go on this, journey within, especially, towards graduating high school and college times and all this and that. Everybody's partying and studying and working and everything like that. And for whatever reason, like, my vibes all my life, I never have been into anything that was super destructive, despite, like, eating the wrong foods. But, now I know better. I learned and I started to do better. But other than that, I never was into any type of, like, destructive stuff like cigarettes or excessive alcohol, this and that. And honestly, part of that's our parents too. Our parents really play a big factor in how we become. No, it doesn't mean that we have to walk in their footsteps. No, it doesn't mean that we have to copy our parents at all. It just means like, you raise your child and that's your responsibility as a father, as a mother, as parents. Y'all are supposed to do that together, so your child has a bright future ahead, not just rushing off, you know, whatever, not even really caring about them. That's not real, but I'm grateful to have real parents like that and steer me at least a little bit more ahead of the game, and then once I finally connected the dots with some other stuff with my nutrition, with meditation, I'm able to, clear up a little bit more of, bad karma or, pain, toxic energy within me, so I started to meditate and I got into herbs and stuff, going to dispensaries, going to Colorado, meeting up with other plant-based people. I love herbs, all the herbs possible. There's many herbs out there, all of them. To be honest, I'm open to any herb you name. For real, for real, for real. So long as it's, you know, natural. You know what I'm saying? Natural and of service to us. So, anyways, got into that. Then I have a mentor, and he mentioned the whole vegan thing too, and that helped me out a lot too because I'm able to see that, you know, I made the connection even more so, about life and about death. You know what I'm saying? And like this dog that's right here on my bed, and the cat that's right to the left of me. Am I really gonna get a gun or a knife and kill them and eat them? No, that's insane. Literally, would you? No, you wouldn't. You know what I'm saying? And at the same time, what's going on in this world is that your local McDonald's, your local fast food, your local, just on the side of the streets, at least in this part of the world, and who knows, probably other parts of the world. There's tons of fast food chains, tons of restaurants that are pushing toxic garbage, poison. It's a trap, you know what I'm saying? And like, they call it beef burgers. And it's really a cow, you know what I'm saying? It's really a cow that has been slaughtered, and you're eating a dead, decomposing cow. And same thing with bacon, pork. That's a pig, you know what I'm saying? Are you willing to go out and murder a pig, murder a cow, even though a cow is an herbivore? That's why they're so peaceful. They just eat grass, you know what I mean? And yet they're so big and strong too, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, people are murdering them. And the list goes on. The same thing with eggs. Okay, that's coming out of a chicken, all right? That's just already kind of different. That's another species that you are consuming. Another species that you are consuming. That's like a chicken consuming like a human female woman's eggs from like her ovaries or something like that. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? That's basically literally what that, you know what I'm saying? Same thing with the milks. Milk from a cow, milk from a goat. That type of stuff, that's another species. Why are people drinking other species of milk? You know what I'm saying? When we're designed to drink our mom's milk, our mother's milk, breastfeeding when we first are born and come out the womb. That's all the healthy nutrients and enzymes we need and minerals. And we can get other sources of milk besides from animals. We can go to our natural calling, which is almond milk, coconut milk, hemp milk, walnut milk, hazelnut, cashew milk. These are all different milks that we can make at home, or we can get them at Whole Foods or wherever, accessible for us. So those are just different things that I've transformed over my life that makes sense. And, it just makes sense, the connection. Like, why would you want to eat something that's dead? Honestly, I'm making sure I'm not too hard on myself because, of course, it took me a while. I just surrendered to it and said, hey, at least I know now. At least whenever I do eat these grapes from Whole Foods or a green juice smoothie or whatever, I'm like, hey, at least I'm doing what I can do now because now I'm aware of it. You know what I'm saying? There's no going back. It's only forward. You know, at least I can just surrender to this and be like, hey, you know what? This is probably part of the, divine alignment, and I chose to be in alignment. I'm choosing to be in alignment, and so long as I continue to do this, continue to better myself, my health and whatnot, I will see that it was worth it, and that I was right. You know what I'm saying? So there's a post about that about vegans. That a lot of people there's a lot of resistance towards vegans because people don't want to admit that they're actually right. I'm not saying that we gotta be better than anybody. It's just it's a very raw